Welcome back to Love and Junk. I'm Laura.
I'm John.
And today we're doing a mukbang.
Yeah.
Mukbang.
It is our New Year's Eve mukbang.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. So, we're not recording this actually on New Year's, but we'll be uploading it for New Year's Eve.
Right.
And the like.
What is our theme?
Our theme today is eating all the things that we won't be able to when we go back on keto.
Yeah. We tried to think of some of our favorite things so that we could eat them today.
Yeah, the things we miss the most.
Yeah, before we go back on keto. So what do we have?
So we have some Taco Bell tacos. I have a bean burrito. I have a Mexican pizza. That's my go-to meal staple from Taco Bell. A bean burrito, a Mexican pizza, and John eats the tacos.
Yeah.
We have a 3-meat pizza. Now, when we do go on keto, well, we'll talk about that in a second. We have some Alfredo pasta. We have some bread and butter. We have some dessert when we're done with all of this. And we have some movie theater popcorn from the actual movie theater because we were just there this afternoon.
Yum.
Yeah.
And we get a refill off of it.
That's everything that we have. So here's the thing. There's lots of things that I miss on keto because you can't have fruit. You can't have candy. You can't have sugar.
Right.
You can't, there's a lot of things that you can have. But what I was going to say when I started talking about pizza, one of the things that I do like about keto is that you can do versions of some of our favorite things.
Right.
We do a lot of casseroles and we use cauliflower to bulk it up. We've made really good pizza.
Mm-hmm. We've done some Mexican style things, which, kind of gets that,
yeah,
whatever your taste and what you want, whatever.
Right. We've done keto cookies. So there's some things that you can kind of substitute. There's keto bread. There's no substitute for popcorn.
No.
Right? So we're going to eat the heck out of that. We can do, like we said, some Mexican stuff, but there's not really a substitute that I know of for tacos. And some of the substitutes don't taste exactly like the regular anyway. So we're going to eat, talk, stuff ourselves.
Yeah.
So sit back and relax. We like to watch mukbangs actually while we're eating. That's when we normally watch them.
Yeah.
If we were to watch them.
Would you like some pasta?
Sure, I would. Let's
let's move the popcorn out of the way for now.
That's going to be a later thing, I think.
And then... Whoops.
Ching, that's plenty.
All right.
I'm going to eat my Mexican pizza first, I think.
Your Mexican... Oh, yeah, you got Mexican pizza. We have pizza, right? All right, I'm going to get pizza.
So, also, since it's New Year, our theme, so mukbangs are just sit and eat and sit and chat, right? So we're going to do, since it's New Year's, chat about reviewing 2019, what we have to look forward to in 2020. We do have a couple other New Year's type videos coming out.
For sure.
We're going to do some resolutions and some hang out with us on New Year's Day. We're going to go live on New Year's Day, so you don't want to miss that. We're going to play a game. Would you rather?
I would.
Yeah, that's what we're going to play on New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also going to do, for if you're a YouTuber, we're going to do a whole video dedicated to what we learned in our first year of YouTube and what are our goals and what we're going to do differently in 2020.
Right. Yep. So, how was that? Good? You want fire sauce?
First, I have to say this. If you're here because you like to see us try all the things and the new products and whatever, even though I said we're going on keto, we should tell you, we're still going to do that. We're going to try to load them up, and there's a new candy bar, and there's a new something at Taco Bell, and we get our snack crate in the mail. We're going to pick a cheat day and stack videos and do them all in one day, so that we still have that content for our channel. But you're going to see us... You're going to see us eat things, but they're going to be all videoed in the same day.
Yep. And we're going to try to do some more vlog style, I think. So, we'll see.
Yeah,
we're
but
going to take some things out.
I'm just saying, as far as food goes.
Right.
we're still gonna have our same. If you came to us for that, we're still gonna do it.
That's right. That's all right. That pasta's good. I love
I'm gonna
talking
try
about tacos too. Just basic plain tacos. I mean, I put sauce on it, but
Tell us if you've ever tried keto before. We had been, towards the end of when we were doing keto, we really started getting on a kick of doing casseroles. Because I always find lunch to be hard. We did Mexican casserole. We did like a Philly cheesesteak casserole. We did a few things. And when you eat stuff like that, that's full of like cream and cheese and whatever, you don't feel deprived. To me, it's at night when you would normally have a snack that you're like, oh, I wish I could have something.
yeah, and I did pretty good with the snacks. Like I could eat nuts at least.
John is more of a snacker than I am, though.
Oh yeah, I gotta constantly be eating something. So keto worked out pretty good because I could snack on like nuts, or we would make Jello. I don't know. I had like
Sugar-free Jello.
yeah, sugar-free Jello, and I had these chocolate bars from Walmart that were like I thought they were like 90% cocoa.
And
or
you'd
cacao.
have a little square or two.
Yeah, and that worked out pretty good. But
Pork
yeah, it was more
rinds?
difficult for you. You couldn't have
Nuts. Yeah. So my snacks are a lot of like cheese sticks. I don't know. I don't really snack though as much. I don't miss, as long as I have like a good something to have for lunch and something to have for dinner, then I'm good.
Right.
So back to that here pretty soon.
Yeah.
We still have another Christmas to do, a couple other Christmases, but one next week. So we're probably not going to be really going for it until after that.
Yeah. I mean, because of the way things are with that, we're just gonna have to ease into it. So. But we're definitely getting back into it. I have lost pretty good, I think, in the month or whatever that we were on keto. And
You can see difference in your clothes. I always tell John, I don't focus on pounds as much as like how your clothes feel and how you just feel, right?
yeah,
like,
I felt better.
Yeah.
I know that you had some issues with it, but some of that is, waiting too long to eat something.
I felt like and I've done keto before and had success, but I feel like my blood sugar was spiking and all over the place because sometimes I would eat for the first time at night. So I had a lot of headaches. But
yeah, that's not good.
anyway, so we'll come along on that journey with us. We're not going to change our content to all keto, but we're going to throw in some keto recipes for sure.
Yeah. Anyways, want to talk about what 2019 brought us?
2019, in a nutshell, let us know how your 2019 was, but some of the highest highs and some of the lowest lows. It was a tough year in the beginning.
I would say the first half of the year was pretty difficult. We were moving. I had gotten a new job. We were moving.
Right in the beginning. We moved exactly this weekend
Yeah.
last year,
Yep.
a year ago.
Right. We had started, but we had like a house in two different places. So we had a rental house that we first moved into on this weekend 1 year ago. And then, we're filming this the weekend before New Year's. And so we had a house in two different places, and I think it was like January 12th or something like that was when we had scheduled to get the moving truck to finish moving all of our stuff. And of course that day that we went to pick up the truck was like the first and biggest snowstorm that we had gotten. And
it was pretty gnarly, and we had to drive to go get the truck. It wasn't right in the town we were in.
Yeah, I hate that.
And like we said, we were moving from 2 hours away. So it was pretty touch and go, and I worried about John being in the... I worried about all of it. I didn't want him being in the truck. I was worried. I was just gesturing.
I want to know if you want this.
Sure, thanks. Him being in the truck, And I worried for me because I had to drive separately.
Right.
And the roads were really scary. We each had a cat. We split them up. We each had a cat. It didn't end up being as bad the first official move as a later trip back to get more stuff was. But it was still pretty. There was a couple of times where I could feel a lot of shifting going on.
Oh yeah, it was crazy, but
and it was the same for you. You weren't very comfortable in your vehicle, and knowing that I was driving another vehicle made you worry. It was like extra worry because we weren't together. So we had that.
And we couldn't get everything. I got like a 20-foot truck or 26-foot truck. I couldn't get everything in it. So then we had to keep going back. And the the first half of 2019, there was a lot of snow.
And ice.
And ice. And so, and then in the middle of all that, of course, we had a scheduled trip to the Bahamas.
Right, and we don't want to sound like ungrateful brats, like, oh, boo-hoo, you had to go to the Bahamas. Like, it was a nice break, but it would have been better if the move would have been completely done. We had to stop, because we had been going back and forth every weekend for, like, over a month. Like, 6 weeks, I want to say. It was horrible.
We didn't finish until March. We had to pay for extra rent at the old place.
Because we would say, okay, we're going to go this weekend, get a truck, finish it up. We would go back and we would have no help on that end. The original move, we had a little bit of help, but when we would go back, there was zero help, and we would get as much as we could, but every time we scheduled to go back, the weather was bad. It was just horrendous. So we went to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
But we couldn't really relax. I don't think like we would have had the move been 100%.
Yeah, it was pretty hectic.
But it was a nice trip. I'm glad we went. I'm glad we had that experience.
It was warm.
We went with John's dad, and so we have those memories. You know, good and bad. John's dad was there, which was nice. Also, you know, we couldn't do exactly what we wanted all the time because there was somebody else there, so we had to, you know, it was just one of those things. It was pluses and minuses. Whenever you do anything with anybody else, you know, they want to do things differently than you. He wanted to eat breakfast earlier than we did or something like that. I'm just using that as an example.
But we did get to see the Super Bowl in the Bahamas, so that was cool.
That was fun. So that was February. March, we finished the move.
Finally.
And then, what happened? Then we started looking for a house. Then we knew we were going to be done, and we started to look for a house, right?
Yeah.
And my friend is a realtor. I used to be a realtor, so I know a lot of them, and that was kind of hard to pick and choose. But we started looking for houses. We could not find anything. We found one house that we were kind of leaning towards, and we thought about it and kept looking because although we liked it, it didn't feel exactly right.
Right.
There were some things that we would have wanted to change. For example, the garage was under the house. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but, you know, and it was on the opposite end of, like, the kitchen. So we would have had to park under the house, walk through the basement, up the stairs, like, every time unloading groceries and stuff.
Right.
It just wasn't exactly perfect. And then my friend that we were using for a realtor said, well, let me show you another house. And it was her house, and she had moved. And that's the house we ended up getting.
Yeah, we love it here. So we moved Memorial Day weekend.
So we signed the papers in April, right? Or May?
Well, it was Memorial Day weekend.
No, that we signed I'm saying that we wrote
an offer.
Yeah, that we had made the decision we were going to move here. Was that April?
I think so.
So also around April and around Easter is when we started YouTube. Around that same time. I don't know what we were thinking really. We had been thinking about it prior to us moving. We'd been toying with it, we'd been talking about it, and then, so right in the middle of all of this, we're like, you know what else we should throw into the mix?
Yeah, I think it was like March or something because we were doing Easter stuff.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, we started out doing Easter stuff. I think one of our first mukbangs was Famous Dave's.
Yeah, that's in our old rental house. We did do a tour of that rental house too. You can check on our channel and so.
Oh, and the other thing that was really horrible about the first start of 2019 was that little rental house. It was so cute when we moved in there. I mean,
tiny, a little 2-bedroom.
It was small, but it was great for just like us for a couple of months. You know, we had a short-term rental for 6 months.
Right.
And so, you know, we're in there. We got it set up the way that we wanted to. We had curtains and everything was nice. It was on a busy street, so it was a little noisy.
I know where you're getting, but let's back up. That was another thing that happened. The garage.
Oh.
Tell that part.
So we're moving, and like the day before our moving day in January, the one where we had all the snow, I get an email from the rental company that says, oh, well, you're not going to be able to get into the garage because the garage door doesn't work. And I was like, we're going from a big house down to this little tiny house. We need this garage to be able to put our stuff in.
Right, that's what everybody plans, right? Like, instead of getting a storage unit, all of our stuff was going to go in there that we weren't going to have room for. And then right before, they're like, oops, guess what?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, go ahead.
We worked it out anyways, but then, of course, we had to use the basement to store all of our stuff. It was kind of a big open basement, which was great for us because we had a lot of stuff to store. While we were in the Bahamas, it flooded.
Yeah.
They had 50-degree weather in Iowa. Things warmed up. The basement flooded. And I would say it probably flooded 3 or 4 times while we were there. And all of our stuff that was in boxes just got ruined.
And that's what was really hard for me because my parents are gone. So all of the things, you know how it is when you lose somebody, everything that you've been given by them or anytime you see their handwriting or any of that stuff is worth 1,000,000 times more. And a lot of that stuff was safe, thank God. And we were able to rebox it all. But some of it wasn't. And some of it had mold damage from being down there. And just, we had just gone through such a horrific move. Just to have to deal with that, repackage everything, put everything up onto, we had pallets. And the flooding was so bad that we had to put pallets from the house to the detached garage and the parking area and had to leapfrog
To be able to
because the yard flooded so bad. Not just once, several times for several days in a row. I don't know if we didn't have those pallets, what else we would have done to get back and forth.
slog through it. Anyway, so that was the first half of 2019. We got the house. Second half of 2019, so much better.
So different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had gone and taken a trip to New Orleans to see Queen in August.
Yeah. That was definitely on the highlight reel.
Yeah.
Queen is my favorite band. It's always been on my bucket list to go see them. They were amazing. We were front row. I cried from the moment it started, I think, all the way through, and even after. I watched the little video clips that I had over and over and over again. It was amazing, amazing, amazing.
It was great.
Also, while we were there, what else did we do while we were there? We went and had hurricanes.
Yeah,
we
had
stayed on.
beignets.
We stayed on Bourbon Street. So one of my favorite parts was just sitting out on our little balcony and people watching. We didn't have to drink. We didn't have to drink at all.
Right.
I mean, we had a little bit, but we could just sit and people watch. It was very entertaining.
It was.
We went to a voodoo museum.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Cafe du Monde.
Mm-hmm.
We went and had some authentic, like, etouffee.
Yep.
And-
Authentic Creole and Cajun food.
What else did we do over there?
We had
That's
some
probably-
macarons.
Oh yeah, those were good. Hey, Kitty. So that was kind of, that's what we did in New Orleans. That
Yeah.
was when? August?
Yeah, that was August.
Mm-hmm.
I can't read your handwriting here.
Where?
Oh, that says bought a house. It looks like it says Beauvoit.
Okay.
So we moved.
Anyway.
Yeah. Then we did take a trip to Chicago, and that's where we got engaged. We went to Riot Fest.
If you don't know what Riot Fest is, we also did a video on that, but lots of bands like Violent Femmes, Blink-182, Rancid was there. We got engaged there.
We got engaged there. Yep. for
We
sure.
just made a weekend of it. We went just for the concert, pretty much. And then we just went to like IKEA afterwards and World Market and some stores that we don't have here and just kind of shopped and thrifted on our way home, and that
Yeah.
was fun.
Yeah. That was,
Right?
It was. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. You know, since we do thrifting, it was good to be going to different places outside of our normal area and like checking out what other people have.
That was in September.
Yep. And then
Friday the 13th. That's how I. So he should never forget.
Yep. And then in October, just like a month later, we went to see Elton John in Winnipeg, Canada.
That was my first time to Canada. And if you haven't seen me go gaga over all the Maple Leaf stuff. Anyway, yeah, we had poutine while we were in Canada. What else did we do? It was a short trip. It was pretty much there for the concert and back, but we did do some thrifting and shopping while we were there.
Yeah, we
We
did.
went to the Royal Canadian Mint. What else?
And that we tried to eat as much food. Oh, we went to stores while we were there because we wanted to get stuff to try for you guys, and you know, you can check out those videos.
We went to Tim Hortons.
Yeah, we went to Tim Hortons. We went to Giant Tiger. There's a store there. Never heard of it.
This pasta is good. So that was October. By the way, if you've never seen Elton John, we ended up front row. Anywhere fourth row and up at a certain point in the concert, he invites up to the stage. So we started off fourth row and ended up front row, and he was right there. It's amazing too to be that close to somebody that's had that kind of career,
Right.
a legend. Amazing.
And then that led us into the holidays.
So overall 2019 started off, we were so happy to come back and be back where family is, where we're from, and the move was just very sad for us and defeating. John's job was very stressful, much busier than the old place, and we spent much of the year thinking, what did we do? Is this a mistake? It was just, kicking the teeth after kicking the teeth. And then things about halfway, once we got the house and everything, started to turn around. So now we are very, very excited for 2020. Lots going on.
There sure are.
So we've done some goals. Share with us what your goals are.
Yeah.
What do you guys have going on in 2020? Do you have vacation plans, or, do you make resolutions? And I don't know that we make many resolutions, more goals.
Yeah. Try to set some goals.
We try to live right every day, right?
Yeah.
Regardless, do the right thing. We're going to try to eat healthier, but do the right thing, be good people, whatever. We don't have any bad habits that we need to kick. So we're not big resolution people, but everybody can improve in business, in health, in life,
Right.
financially, whatever. So we do have some goals that we want to talk about, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The number one goal or thing that we're looking forward to is getting married.
Yeah, so that's what, yeah, I'm glad that you said it that way. That's how I would say it too. The number one thing we're looking forward to is getting married.
Yes.
The number one thing I don't know that I'm looking forward to is planning a wedding. They're two very different things, am I right?
Yes.
Planning the wedding, we're not excited about that. There are parts of that we're excited about, but it's a little stressful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course it is. We're like planning an out-of-state wedding, so, but it's not going to be too bad as far as that goes because we're really only planning on going with just us.
Right.
To get married.
The problem is we want to go to Colorado and get married in the mountains, close to God, beautiful, you know, all of the things.
Nature. I love
Yeah.
outdoors.
Yeah. The problem is where we want to get married, you can't just go anytime and scope out spots. We have to wait until there's no snow, which leaves us pretty close to getting married time.
Right. But I think we can work it out for sure. Yeah, because they still get snow like well into May and June.
And we want to get married July or August.
Yeah, so I'm thinking probably August. Maybe we can go there in July and check it out. But anyway, we'll figure that out.
But that's the number one thing. So we're going to be wedding planning. We'll do some videos about that too. We got a lot to do. We've only figured out a couple little details, so we got a long ways to go.
Yeah.
Do you want anything from over here? Pizza? Tacos?
I'm good for now. I'm waiting on our dessert. I don't want to get too full for our wonderful dessert.
Okay.
What about you? How are you doing?
I haven't had any pizza yet, and I'm for sure going to have pizza
Okay.
before all is said and done.
I've
But
had a little bit of everything.
I ate my Mexican pizza and a little bit of pasta and half my piece of bread. So I'm probably going to switch and have a piece of pizza.
All right.
Do you want to switch to dessert now?
We can if you want to. We can talk about 2020.
Okay. So,
Oh,
let's...
do you want your dessert? Or I mean, you want your pizza though?
No, we can switch to dessert.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll be back with dessert. Okay, continuing on with dessert, we have vanilla cupcakes and Whitey's ice cream, which is our local ice cream chain that people from the Quad Cities go crazy for.
If you ever come to this area, you have to try it.
It is a hard packed. We have Dairy Queen around here too, but it's the hard packed, like all the specialty kinds of. We also have like Cold Stone, the kind where they do all the mix-ins and stuff. But this is lots of different flavors of hard packed ice cream that they make into shakes and whatever.
Yeah, it's like old school.
It smells amazing in Whitey's
It's
always.
wonderful.
Anyways, all right. So after wedding.
After wedding, well, we obviously we have goals for our YouTube channel.
Right.
And, you know, we're going to talk about that in a little bit more detail in a separate video coming up.
Obviously, we want to grow our YouTube channel, and
Yeah.
we want to do some different things for our YouTube channel. And we want to plan with some of you if you're a YouTuber. So we are going to put that all in a different video in case you're not a YouTuber and don't want to hear about all that. But
Yeah.
basically, bigger and better, right? This was our first year we survived in YouTube. We've learned a lot. We still have a lot to learn, but definitely gonna do some different things next year.
Absolutely. Here's your spoon.
Thanks. I have chocolate chip cookie dough.
And I got turtle shake.
That was my mama's
Those
favorite.
pecans, they look
I
delicious.
do see those pecans.
They look delicious.
Hey, they changed this since the last time I had chocolate chip cookie dough. The last time I had this, it was chocolate mini chips, and now it's like chocolate shavings or chunks or something.
That's good. We also have goals for our business. So we are online sellers. We have eBay business. We have Poshmark, Mercari. We also sell on Facebook Marketplace for bigger stuff.
Furniture and appliances and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we still have a ton of stuff that we need to list from the move that we just haven't, or stuff that we've sourced since we've moved. And we enjoy artwork and we love to redo furniture. So our goal is to make room to have the place to redo some of that. And instead of just reselling things, we want to buy things to redo, to sell. We did a lot of that in our old house.
Right.
And had good luck with it. So we want to do some of that. And we didn't do any of it this year. We bought and sold things, but we didn't redo anything
Right.
to...
Yeah, I really miss
Yourself.
doing that, but you know the way that the year was with moving and getting things finally into this house. Like our garage needs some work clearing out. We still have boxes and boxes.
Some furniture. Well, because you don't know. When we moved from the first house, we didn't know how big of a house we would have or what we would want to use or what we wouldn't, what we would need. So we kind of kept a lot of stuff. Now we're in a situation where we can say, we don't need that. We can get rid of it.
Yeah. Get rid of it. Get rid of it all.
And we will be doing some videos on some of the artwork that we do and take you along as we redo some stuff if you're interested in that.
Yeah. So look out for that.
Oh, this is good. What's your favorite what's your go-to ice cream? Mine is really chocolate chip cookie dough.
Chocolate chip cookie dough, huh? I like different things. Like this turtle is really good. They have a banana split shake that is delicious. I usually flip-flop on things depending on how I feel. Yeah, we want to get all of our stuff listed. You know, inventory room, and we've got some clothes just hanging up, not listed yet.
We want to get it all listed.
Yeah.
It all goes together, right? We want to clean out the garage. We want to make more money so that we can buy all the things and that we need and pay for the wedding. So it all goes together. Let's list everything so we can sell everything. Selling everything gives us more money and makes more room.
Right.
So it all kind of works together.
One of the things that we looked forward to last winter was gardening in the spring. And then when spring came, we had so much rain and we were moving again that we got a late start and we didn't grow everything that we wanted to grow.
Or things didn't do as well either as we wanted them to because we got it in late.
Right, and so we're really looking forward to gardening in this spring in 2020, and we're gonna have more videos that have some gardening related stuff. We do a lot of container gardening, and so that's a little bit different. So I'm looking forward to that.
Peppers, tomatoes,
Mm-hmm.
cucumbers. We never got a cucumber last year, did we?
Not one.
We never. And the year before, we planted cucumbers, same container. They went crazy. We couldn't keep up with them.
Mm-hmm.
Squash, we did well before, or okay before. We did not get one to pollinate.
No, it was really, I don't know what the deal was.
I think
A lot of the stuff that we had in containers that were like on the ground level didn't do very good at all, and they kind of died out no matter what we tried to do to it. But the stuff with tall
raised
beds and everything in those did great.
And the thing is the year before we had the exact same containers, the same things, were the same pots that we had cucumber, squash, whatever before, went crazy the year before.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't getting eaten. It was just, I don't know. I honestly too think we didn't focus on it as much as we could because of the move and
We were rushed.
all of that stuff.
So it'll be better this year, I'm sure.
And if not, we'll look to YouTube to help us solve some of those. We have a lot of friends that are into gardening.
Yep.
That's it.
One of my personal goals that I want to do is we love to do board games and stuff like that. So I've got an idea that I want to work on this year for a board game. And
We've
so,
talked about it.
yeah, I've had the idea, and then Laura and I are going to work on it together.
And then hopefully get it together, maybe do a Kickstarter with it.
Yeah, maybe a Kickstarter, or if we get so far along that we might be able to sell the idea to a company or something. But we'll figure that out. That's what I would like to do this year as far as that goes.
You never know what's going to happen in life, right? If something's going to take off, if you're going to do well at something or whatever. But it doesn't hurt to try, especially It's just an idea. You don't have to invest any money.
Right.
And so it doesn't hurt to try. So that'll be fun. It'll be fun to try to figure out that process too.
Right. Me personally, I'd like to be more mindful of everything that I do. Like just focus on simple tasks, being happy, being together, showing love to each other, and just
I like that goal.
living life in every moment.
Being present.
Being present.
I agree. We are both anxious people, and we both tend to worry. I think that I do that more than you do. We're both anxious, but I feel like I worry a lot more than I need to. So sometimes I have to snap myself out of it, and like I'll make myself put down my phone and just watch the video. And this is, let's say, a YouTube video. I'm watching somebody bake cookies, for example, and I have to, every time I have to do next week, tomorrow, whatever, anything other than the video about baking cookies that I'm watching, I try to like snap myself out of that and just focus on what I'm doing. Try to train my mind to not worry. It's not easy.
No. And my job is very stressful, so, I like to take those little moments when you can to take a breath, pay attention to what's going on around you, center yourself.
Well, and we both are nature people. That's why we want to get married in Colorado. We both appreciate simple, quiet moments. John really likes to read more than I do. I feel like I like to write and write down ideas and make lists of things, and that's kind of my centering thing. I like to empty my mind. If things are bothering me, we can't forget to get this at the store, or we need to, I'm a planner, so it helps me if I can write things down. I should journal more than I do, probably.
Yeah.
But I think that helps you with being calm and like taking quiet time. When the weather's nice, John likes to sit out on it. We have a nice little patio out back, and he likes to go out there and just have some quiet time by himself and read. Like before I wake up in the morning or before work, he'll do that.
Yeah. Read, have a cup of coffee, just be out there.
So I am known as like a fun game, hey, let's play a game kind of person, asking questions kind of thing. So I'm working on a book of questions, like games and things to occupy your time on a road trip. And so that's one of my goals for this year, is to complete that book.
Happy
Cheers.
New Year.
Same to you, baby. And that's not how I'm gonna eat my cupcake.
Why not?
Another thing is, I don't know if I talked to you much about this, but do you know, what are you doing?
I'm trying to eat this cupcake.
We started doing print on demand before with t-shirts, and we let that go when we moved. And I'd like to get that going again. You just design a t-shirt and sell it. That's part of our business that we do. And recently I found out how to do that with stationery and different printables.
Oh, cool.
So I think you can do that with your own artwork, and I think that would be something that I would be interested in doing, more print on demand stuff this year. And print on demand means you don't have the inventory in your house, which would be nice too.
How was your shake?
Really good. The cupcake's really good too. But you know what I don't like is the dark frosting. I know green and red for Christmas, but I'm glad we're doing this at the end of the video, and I'm glad we're not filming another video after this.
Right.
At least you know why, if our teeth are green, why they are. But if we started a video with green teeth, that might be a little off-putting.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna save the rest of this. It's so good.
So there you have it. Our 2019 in review and what we're doing in 2020. Let us know in the comments how your 2019 was, what your highlight was, and what you look forward to the most about 2020. Or if you're one of those people that does resolutions or goal setting, however you want to look at it.
Yeah.
Let us know, right?
We'd love to hear your goals.
Yeah.
And how your year was.
Yeah, absolutely. So, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Over there, we're Love and Junk with no D. LOVEANJUNK. And what else? You can go ahead.
If you like
No.
shakes, you go then.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and don't forget to hit the little bell.
Ding.
So you can be notified when a new video does go up.
Uh-huh.
We have so many plans for 2020. We can't even tell you.
Right.
Like, lots and lots and lots of stuff. Don't forget to follow us or look for us to go live. We're doing that tomorrow in the afternoon sometime. We're central time zone, so probably in the afternoon at some point. But we're going to be doing that more and more and more.
Yep.
More videos, more lives, more us in 2020. Now, if you like gorging yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Carbs.
Yeah. Bye, carbs. What else? Or us. Or New Year's. Or resolutions. Or goals. Then give this video a big
2020.
thumbs up. That's right.
Sorry.
Give this video a big thumbs up. And I think that's all we have for today. This and a bellyache.
That's it.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Thanks,
Happy
guys.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.